Okay, so there we are, blanketed up. 15 minutes left with that to soak. I got 2 gallons into my pot. I've got that back on heat. I'm going to get that up to 175 this time. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and drop the probe in there so we can keep an eye on that temperature. I'm going to get this, this is now sparge water. Sparge is what you rinse the grains with. So we're getting our sparge water up to 175 degrees. Let's see, I still have, wow, a little over 10 minutes left to get this up to temperature, so that's not going to be a problem. Get the Pyrex glass out and we'll start sparging. Okay, we got the strike water up, or I'm sorry, the sparge water up to temperature. We've got our kettle here. I'm going to take this blanket off. Okay. It's still nice and warm. Sparge water took longer than I expected. So my suggestion to you all is to start your sparge water with extra time. It wasn't, I mean, it's only about a half gallon or so more, but, and it's 5 degrees higher, but it took quite a while. We'll just back this lid off a little bit. Oh yeah, they're still steamy. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and, whoa, I'm going to try to release this. Apparently that was too much. One click. Now that's going to be too much. Let me try. Oh, no. It's actually pulsing through. This little thing may not be sensitive enough. I said, well, that's too fast. Yep, it's not. Okay, so here's the problem. One too many click and it seals it off almost entirely. It's just barely dripping. One click less and it's coming through too fast. So I'm going to have to play with this by hand. But as you can see, I'm just going to drain it into the cup. Keep pouring the cup back up, just like I said. Let me work on this without you guys watching me be a fool. Okay, so first of all, I'm drinking DBA. So if you guys haven't tried this stuff, try it because it's the best. So if you look at the tube, getting no flow at all. This is, I'll tell you what, since you're going to have to run through a few cups of this stuff anyway to clear it out like I mentioned, take that time to fiddle around with your flow restrictor, your valve, whatever you have, until you get it right, that's all. It's working. I had it to the point where it was flowing real nice, and for some reason it just stopped. It's probably got a little chunk or something got in there and clogged it off. So, not as big a deal. But anyways, like I said, you're going to fill your thing up. See if you see it running? See if I fiddle with it, if I give it a little push with my finger, it starts running again, so it's just getting blocked up is all. Anyway, you're going to recirculate. It's almost clear now, so it's almost time. So if I can just get it back to that point where I was going, I'll be good. And then we're going to start letting it run nice and slow. DBA. Okay, so the sparge, you can see we're draining out now. Now see, every time, you guys are jinxing me. There we go. Every time I turn the camera on, the flow cuts down to almost nothing. See, I just give it a bump and it starts going again. So I'm assuming there's little bits of particulate getting in there and blocking it off every once in a while. But it's doing really well. It's actually coming out real well. I wanted to show you the sparge. So if you're draining about a pint or half a pint a minute, then you shouldn't be needing to add... The fog rolled in. You shouldn't need to add more than, you know, a pint every 2 minutes or so. So, the trick is get your glass in here as much as you can, as close to the water level as you can. Damn it. Get it down inside there as deep as you can, as close to the water level as possible, and pour slowly and gently, okay? Because you don't want to break up, you want to disturb the grain bed as little as possible. In fact, I saw a video, you see I've got a nice little, it's actually a little bit low right now, so I need to get on it. I even saw a video where a guy put like a plate or something and there was pouring on the plate, which I don't know, maybe I'll do. Problem is I don't want a plate floating in my grains. I don't know. Anyway, see, you guys stopped it again. Just give it a little bump and off it goes. Alright. So, it's filling up. You can see the little band of beer curving down. It's running a hair fast, but that's okay because it's running nice and even. I'm not having to mess with it every 10-20 seconds like I was. Anyway, the water is just now starting to get close to the level. So my 2 inches dropped down to 1 inch, and I ran out of sparge water, so I'm just letting it drain now. So here's the next step. Once we're done and we've extracted all the water out of these grains we can, then we're going to use the rest of our bottled water to bring this up to 6 gallons. Now I happen to know that 6 gallons in this pot is about a half an inch up from the side on this step here. About a half an inch up is 6 gallons. So if you don't know, if you don't have a graduated marks on your kettle, then I would suggest making them. It could be as simple as just taking a nail and making a few pips, dump a gallon of water in, make a pip at that level, that kind of thing. But it's very helpful to know exactly where your gallons are. Anyway, so this is supposed to take about 40 minutes. It's probably taking a hair longer than that, but I'm making beer can chicken tonight too, so I'm using my spare time to do that. Just drain it out, and then we're going to bring it up to 6 gallons, and then we'll take it back outside and get it up to a boil. Here's the Mylar bag of extract. This is, oddly enough, ultralight extract. I would think for a stout you'd use dark or something, but this is what more beer uses for this particular kit. Anyways, got it in this hot water to help you know, thin the syrup up so it's easier to get out. We are running out of sweet wort here. You notice that the maybe you can't notice, but it's much lighter colored now than it was at the beginning. At the beginning it was very black. Now it's very black in there, but I think we're extracting everything we can out of this. It's starting to thin the color out. In any case, it's still very warm. I'm feeling the side of the kettle, and it's still very warm, so that's a good sign. So what I'm going to do is once I'm done, once I've got all the liquid out of here, I'm going to go ahead and take my syrup here and stir it in, and then we're going to take it outside and commence la boil. Okay, so there you go. I filled it up. It's up to 6 gallons now. Got the temperature up, bringing it up to a boil. Once it gets to a boil, we're going to maintain a good rolling boil and then start the hop schedule. So from there on out, same old stuff. See you later. Okay, so there it is in the fermenter. I've got the airlock in place. Use a bottling bucket as a fermenter because that's what I had. Original gravity is estimated to be in the 1.055 to 0.065 range, but I'm looking at, boy, I don't know if you can see that. Might be blurry. I'm looking at like 7.2, 7.4, something like that, so it's a bit higher than we were thinking. But anyway, there it is. So see you in a couple months. We'll taste it.